we are going to make a video of visiting 6 deity places in 2 days as part of our travel memoir. We are from Bhaktpur. In Bhaktpur, any monastery, temple, pond and falcha etc. can be found within a distance of 50 meters. But that's not what we are going to talk about here. I am talking here about the monasteries and temples of Kalinchok, Kalinchok and Dolakha. I will try to mention the distance and time it will take. So if you also want to travel like this, you will get help. I think you will support me by watching the full video. I would like to add one more thing. In fact, we not only travel in groups, but also cook our own meals and travel like this. But since it was only a 2-day trip, we tried to eat at the hotel. Since there were no good hotels in the KhadaDevi temple complex, we had to cook our own meals. Our journey begins at Anil Nevari restaurant located in Bhaktpur. First, I'm talking about the distance we'll travel and the time it will take. First, we visited Kusheshwar Mahadev. It turned out that we had to travel 66 kilometers or 2 hours to get there. Then we visit the KhadaDevi temple, which is 30 kilometers from here, or about 1 hour. Now it's Agleshwar Mahadev's turn. But the distance there was not shown on Google Maps. If you look closely, it's only about 8 to 10 kilometers from here. It showed the distance from KhadaDevi to Shailung Mahadev, which is 30 kilometers away, or about 2 hours. Then we will visit the Dolakha Bhimsen temple. But that will come tomorrow. Now we are staying at a hotel in Charikot. It takes about 1 hour and 45 minutes, or 38 kilometers, to reach the hotel we booked. From there, the Dolakha Bhimsen temple is just 6 kilometers away. Then our final journey will be to Kalinchok Bhagwati, which is only 1 hour and 15 minutes, or 24 kilometers away. The distance from Kalinchok to our house is 133 kilometers. That means we will reach home in 4 hours and 30 minutes. We requested all members to be present at 5 p.m. The bus will run at 5:30 a.m. We managed to get the bus moving at 5:45 a.m.
집 수거 사만과 그냥 커서 버리지 가리지 먹고 로테선이네. 타가게 존나게 트라스 들으면이라고. 그래서라고. 트라스 들으면 타가 로테선이라고.
While on the way, I remembered the flood that had come up on the Roshi river. As a result, the vehicle had to be driven along the banks of the Roshi river. I think it will take the Nepal government many years to prepare that road. In other words, there is no guarantee that this road will operate properly during the upcoming rainy season. We managed to reach the Kusheshwar Mahadev temple only at 8:30 a.m. Once we got there, we prepared and ate breakfast ourselves.
Kusheshwar Mahadev temple is located at the confluence of the Roshi river and Sunkoshi in Sunkoshi rural municipality of Sindhuli district. It is also the border point of Kabre and Kalinchok districts on the west side of Sindhuli. Kusheshwar Mahadev is a one-story temple. The confluence of the Roshi river and Sunkoshi is considered a Durga pilgrimage. The Shivalinga is seen about 1.5 feet above the ground. It also has stone statues painted in the form of Narayan, Bhagwati and Surya. It is located in a valley surrounded by mountains on the banks of the Dumja river. After the construction of the BP highway, it has become easy to travel to this place. Kusheshwar Mahadev is worshipped by bathing in the Durga pilgrimage. The Shivalinga is called Kusheshwar because the sage Kushik worshipped the Shivalinga near the Kush hill. It is mentioned in the sacred Hymbat section that after Kusheshwar took a holy bath in this area and meditated on the name of Lord Shiva, the Shivalinga broke. It is also known as Adinath. The Roshi river is also called Lilavati. It is believed that bathing in the Koshi and Lilavati rivers, which are believed to be formed by the sweat of Mahadevi, will fulfill all wishes. Near the Dumja Medan and Roshi intersection, the Roshi flows from both east and west and sometimes floods the fields. However, no matter how big the flood is, it has never washed away or flooded the temple area. The Rosikhola that came this year also caused a lot of damage to the property. But this temple was not damaged. Instead, the river flowed into streams to the right and left of the temple. The locals consider this a matter of wonder. According to an inscription in Nepali Bhasha found in the Kusheshwar Mahadev area, it is mentioned that King Siddhi Malla built a wall around the temple in 761 BS to protect this temple. Among the 64 Jyotirlingas here, one is believed to be of Uma Maheshwar. The residents of the Kathmandu Valley, Dangol and Meherjan, consider Kusheshwar to be the main deity. Daily worship is held there. Special fairs are held on festivals such as Shravan Sankranti, Makar Sankranti, Tej, etc. Fairs are also held on Bala Chaturdashi and Shivratri. On this occasion, devotees light lamps and sing hymns and stay awake all night. The temple is also crowded with devotees on the days of Kuse Onshi.
के संस्कृत पढ़ाने संस्कृत विद्यालय के आज तक क्या दिवसों लगी नी टाइम ये पुरानो सम्बन्धी मात्रै कि पढाइ पनि हुन्छ मतलब चाहिँ के हो अर्को स्कुलमा जस्तै पढाइ पनि हुन्छ ए स्कुलै हो तर पाठ चाहिँ गर्नु पर्यो हैन पहिला आउँदा एउटा खोला थियो अहिले दिदीवटा खोला सधैँ यस्तै हुन्छ कि अबबाट त्यही बाटो सरकारले मिलाउनु
Spent about an hour in the premises of the Kusheshwar temple. Now we are heading towards the KhadaDevi road.
ल अब यो घण्टामा हामी खादादेवी पुग्छौँ है खादादेवीको दर्शन गर्ने
road to the KhadaDevi temple is steep and unpaved. So it took us about an hour and a half to get there.
This temple is located in Ward number 7 of KhadaDevi Rural Municipality in Kalinchok district, Nepal. It is a Hindu temple located at an altitude of 1985 meters above sea level. A shepherd built this temple in Kalinchok in 1458 and it is now a major cultural site in Kalinchok district. This temple is also considered a divine abode, which gives true devotees great strength and energy to fight evil forces. Buffaloes and other animals and birds like pigeons and roosters are sacrificed here every day to receive the blessings of the god. It is believed that the sight of the goddess brings strength, happiness, peace and prosperity. Whatever is asked for with a pure heart by praying to the goddess is fulfilled, says priest Lakshmi Bahadur Tamang, who is also the General Secretary of the KhadaDevi Development Fund. After the prayers are completed, devotees come and perform puja. The temple is crowded during Chete Dashe and Bada Dashe. According to Tamang, the name of KhadaDevi's human chola is Sukumaya Pohri. Her family is in Gelu village of Kalinchok. The king of Tintakaya, while visiting her village, became fascinated after reaching her house. He forcibly applied vermilion to Sukumaya and placed her on a dolly. While bringing her to the capital, the dolly was left to rest in the forest. At that time, Sukumaya disappeared and appeared as Sheila. Over time, she began to be worshipped as a goddess. Thus, on Tuesday, Magh 15, 1515 BS, KhadaDevi is believed to have originated. King Prithvi Narayan Shah, who conquered the small kingdoms divided into the Basai and Shobais kingdoms and unified them all under the sovereignty of Nepal, built a fort next to this temple to protect Nepal from British rule, from which God inspired the enemies to flee. The name of the KhadaDevi temple comes from an old ritual known as Khado Jagone, which means prayers for festivals and weapons so that they remain sharp and intact to defeat any enemy. There is a regular bus service from Manthali, the main town of Kalinchok, to KhadaDevi temple. Similarly, from Nepalthok, via Mulkot, Gognani and Makdum, one can reach KhadaDevi temple. Regular buses also reach KhadaDevi temple every day from Kusheshwar in Kathmandu, which takes about 5 hours. No large and good hotels have been built in the area of this temple yet.
बडा दशैं
दशैंमा यहाँ त्यो फुलहरु बेच्ने ठाउँ बनाइराखे भए धेरै अरु बेला पनि लाग्छ कि
अरु बेला मन्दा उल्टे शनिबार
यसरी घुम्नेहरु कतिको आउँछ
हुन्छ
निवे एक दुई टिप आउँछ है यस्तो हामी पनि भक्तपुरदेखि आयो कि त्यो नाम सुनेर अब यस्तो आएपछि पछि चल्छ होला है
There is currently no good hotel or food facility within the KhadaDevi temple complex. So please pay attention to that when you come here. After visiting the temple, we all prepared food together. And we spent about 2 hours in the KhadaDevi temple complex. The next destination is Agleshwar Mahadev. After about an hour of bus ride, we reached the uphill path to Agleshwar Mahadev. Only after walking for half an hour from here can we have reached Agleshwar Mahadev. It is called Agleshwar Mahadev because it is located at a high place. 64 Shivalingas have been installed here. It is located in Dorumba, Shailung Rural Municipality, Ward number 2 of Range Hab district. It was inaugurated by local Ward Chairman Main Kumar Mokhtan. From here, one can observe a mesmerizing view of the mountains and hills. It seems that the roads and physical infrastructure here need to be improved. From here, we can reach Shailung after about an hour and a half drive.
ब्लॉग लगला
Our final destination today is the Shailungeshwar Mahadev temple. It took us about 1:15 to reach the old road to Shailungeshwar Mahadev. Here too, we have to walk for about half an hour to reach Shailung.
Hello. Shailung is one of the famous destinations in Nepal. If you also want to visit that place, then please watch this video completely. There are two routes to reach Shailung. One is the old route, from which we can reach Shailung within half an hour to 45 minutes. The other is a new route made of stone steps, which seems to be an exact copy of the Great Wall. That is why it is also called the Mini Great Wall. When coming from Mode, people come this way. To come from this step, you can cross a distance of 27 kilometers from Mode and walk for 1.5 to 2 hours to reach the Tower of Shailung. This is the reason why this place has become more popular these days. Most people come through this route. After seeing the natural beauty of Shailung, the fatigue of walking disappears. Shailung is an area of Nepal known for its natural beauty, cultural heritage and holy places. In Tamang language, the name Shailung means village of God. It is known for its stunning landscapes, including small hills, soft grass and religious shrines. From here, one can enjoy panoramic views of the Himalayas, including Everest, Makalu, Langatang and Dholagiri. Shailung is home to the Tamang tribal Buddhist community. It is an important destination for both general and spiritual tourism. It is considered the abode of Lord Shiva, while Buddhists consider it the sacred abode of Guru Paduka. A pilgrimage is held in this area on Buddha Purnima. The beautiful rolling hills at high altitude and the 360-degree panoramic views of the mountains on all sides are a truly mesmerizing experience. If you visit Shailung during the spring season, you will see colorful redbuds blooming everywhere. It lies on the border of Dolakha and Ranchhap districts, but most of the area falls in Dolakha. The place is named Shailung because it has hundreds of small hills. It is also famous as a Hindu religious site for Agleshwar Mahadev, a form of Lord Shiva who resides in Shailung around the Himalayas at an altitude of 3,150 meters. There are few hotels in Gunge, but not many there are no comfortable hotels and tea shops like other places for trekking in Shailung. There are 108 small hills in Shailung which change color according to the season. You can climb all 108 hills, but it takes 3 days. From here you can experience the beautiful view of sunrise and sunset, and if there is snow on the high peaks here, you can go snow skiing. Important achievements of visiting Shailung. 1. 95% of Nepal's snow chains will be observed. 2. Apart from Kanchenjunga, Nepal's mountains above 8,000 meters will be observed, namely Sagarmatha, Lhotse, Cholu, Manaslu, Makalu, Annapurna, Dhaulagiri. 3. Tibet's famous mountain Shispanga, which is over 8,000 meters high, will be observed. 4. Hundreds of herds of cattle, horses, sheep, and buffaloes in Shailung will be observed. 5. Visit important biodiversity and religious sites. 6. You can enjoy the lush greenery of the winter and the rainy season in the spring and the autumn and winter seasons in the red-flowered Chimal lalligurans. 7. Hundreds of varieties of valuable herbs, including Yasangumba, Sunapti, Dalinjar, Padmachal, red mushroom and Sugandhaval, will be observed. 8. The beautiful landscape of the southern Mahabharata Chure Madhyamarg area around the capital Kathmandu will be observed. 9. You can taste the local organic taste of the cattle of Shailung, local potatoes and Padmachal.
Due to lack of time, we were unable to spend enough time in sailing. Because there are so many places to visit here. We have already booked a hotel for today's stay. Now we are moving towards there. We reached the hotel at 7:30 p.m. After everyone had their meal on time, we headed to our beds.
Lama ka jasa lagi musa lamuru. Salah. Ya mana ni?
We had breakfast at the same hotel in the morning and headed towards Dolakha Bhimsen temple.
Dolakha Bhimsen Temple is located about 4.5 kilometers east of Charikot in Bhimeshwar municipality of Dolakha, Nepal. The temple is roofless in the middle and houses a triangular-shaped stone statue of Bhindyo, the patron deity of trade, commerce and fortune. The Newar community in general, and especially the business community, worship the deity for good business. The idols of Bhimeshwar in the morning, Mahadev during the day and Narayan in the evening are believed to be identical to the three deities. The temple receives about 5,000 devotees every week. Mythology. The temple is dedicated to Bhimsen, also known as Bhindyo among the Newar community. There are various beliefs about his identity. Some consider the Bhimsen of the Dolakha temple to be different from Bhimsen, one of the 5 Pandav brothers of the Mahabharata. However, local traditions and historical references suggest that the two may actually be the same person. According to these beliefs, Bhimsen is revered in the region to this day as the Pandavas spent time in Dolakha during their 12-year exile. This dual perspective acknowledges both the Newar community's worship of Bhindyo as a patron deity and the connection with the legendary warrior Bhimsen of the Mahabharata. According to local legend, 12 porters had built 3 stone stoves near the temple to cook rice. When they saw that only one side of the rice was cooked, they turned the rice over. The cooked rice turned raw when it came into contact with the triangular-shaped black stone. One of the porters got angry and threw a stone at the stone with his stick. The stone broke and blood-filled milk flowed out. The porters understood that the stone belonged to Bhimsen. Similarly, there is another story. Once upon a time, a king named Bhima ruled there. The people living in Bhima's kingdom had to live a miserable life because of Bhima, and they prayed to Lord Shiva to save their lives. Then Lord Shiva came there from Gaurishankar and killed King Bhima. According to these histories, the idol of the god at the site was named Bhimeshwar after Bhima's death. History. The exact date of establishment is unknown. An inscription in 1611 AD mentions the renovation of the temple. The idol's sweat. The idol of Bhimsen sweats in the form of liquid-like drops from time to time. Sweating is considered inauspicious for the country. It is believed that Bhimsen himself tried to warn the people by sweating. Historically, when such an incident occurred, the priest would soak the sweat in cotton and send the cotton to the royal court to remove the misfortune. In return, the king would send 2 goats and a sum of money.
यहाँ तिनवटा देवताको रूप लिन्छ हैन कुन कुन भीमेश्वर भीमनारायण भयो अनि महादेव भीमेश्वर भन्ने महादेव कतिदेखि कतिसम्म भीमसेन 90 सम्म चाहिँ भीमसेन त्यसपछि कतिदेखि डला
This custom has been discontinued after significant political changes within Nepal. The idol is believed to have sweated when the Rana regime changed in 2007 BS. The idol is reported to have sweated before the devastating earthquake in 1934, which killed 8,500 people. The statue is said to have sweated a few days before the royal massacre in which King Birendra and his family were killed. The statue was reported to have sweated on 20th February 2020. The incident was reported to the President of Nepal and atonement rituals were performed. Dolakha can also be traced to the origin of the cult of Tripurasundari Bhagwati, who is known here as the mother of Bhimsen.
यो के को मन्दिर हो यो त्रिपुरा सुन्दरी
After visiting Dolakha Bhimsen, we were able to drive back only at 10 a.m.
बीचमा पानीको सुविधा भएको ठाउँमा आफैले खाना पकाएर जाँदाखेरि कालिन्चोकको केबल कारमा हामीले 1 बजे मात्रै बस्न सफल भयौं।
We managed to get into the Kalinchok bus station at around 12:30, having cooked our own food on the way. Kalinchok Bhagwati Temple is a Hindu pilgrimage site located in Kalinchok Rural Municipality, Dolakha District, in the eastern hilly region of Nepal. The temple dates back centuries and is believed to have been a place of worship since ancient times. In local mythology, goddess Bhagwati is depicted as a warrior goddess, and Kalinchok Bhagwati is considered the protector deity of nearby villages and areas. During the Dashay and Chete Dashay festivals, the temple attracts thousands of pilgrims from Nepal and India. The deity is worshipped by people of various ethnic groups, including Tamang, Sherpa, Newar, and others. Animal sacrifices, especially of goats and chickens, are offered as part of the traditional rituals by some pilgrims. It is located in Kalinchok village, Ward number 1, of Kalinchok Rural Municipality, at an elevation of 3,842 meters, 12,605 feet, above sea level. It is a part of the Gaurishankar Conservation Area, from which two rivers, the Sunkoshi and the Tamakoshi, originate. Kalinchok is one of the most visited local destinations in winter. It was the only way to reach this temple, but a cable car was added in 2018. This has helped a lot for the visitors. Kalinchok is a destination for adventure sports like skiing in winter after snowfall. A short walk of about 1 hour from Kuri village to Kalinchok temple is also common. This place enjoys the view of the snowy valley and snowfall in winter. One can observe the panoramic views of the Jugal Himal, Sumeru Parbat, Gauri Shankar, Ganesh, Everest, Langtang, etc. mountain ranges. It is famous for the national flower of Nepal, rhododendrons. Here we can get local yak cheese, churpi and padmachal. At 3 o'clock we returned to our home.